Is Fairy Tale worth $60?
Fairy, where you going? We'll gather the light along the way and make it shine upon a brand new day.
Damn it, wrong game. Why keep doing that? Listen, 2020 has been rough for everyone. With the whole COVID situation going on, you gotta be careful no matter who you are.
発に乗ってやってもうちょっとだけ試してやるか今動いたぞ
But you know what? We did get some pretty good games this year. Final Fantasy VII came out, Persona 5 Royal, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, Animal Crossing, Ghost of Tsushima's pretty hype right now. So joining the lineup of the 2020 cast is, well, Fairy Tale. And I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really played or seen a lot of Fairy Tale in the past. I know there was a DS game that came out, but that never came over to the West. But this game was supposed to be my gateway into the franchise. I was finally gonna learn about Natsu and his friends and see what the Fairy Tale Guild was all about. So I was pretty excited, I'm not gonna lie. But is it worth $60? Well, I'm Burger from Geeks in the City. Hi, how you doing today? I love every one of y'all. And, well, let's talk about it. Well, before we begin, I would like to ask everyone to just hit that subscribe button and remember to turn notifications on. It's 2 seconds for you, but it means everything to us. Now, getting back into the game, this is actually the very first Fairy Tale game we actually gotten on the West. And being that anime games kind of get a bad rep, people was kind of worried, but from the trailer that we saw, this game looked pretty dope. And remember, this is not necessarily to tell you if the game is bad, but if it's worth $60. I don't really think we actually gotten a bad anime game, if being honest with you. Okay, that one was bad. But Dragon Ball Z Kakarot wasn't too terrible. It was, okay. So, looking at the Fairy Tale game that was going to come out, we were kind of expecting it to be the same thing, and that's the problem. It's just okay. Well, let me talk to you about some of my gripes with the game. As I mentioned before, this is actually my very first Fairy Tale game. I actually haven't really ever watched the show, and I've probably seen a clip here and there, but I'm pretty new when it comes to the Fairy Tale scene. In fact, going into this game, the only character I knew by appearance and who they were was, well, Natsu. And that brings me to my first issue with the game. What the hell is going on? The reason why games like Dragon Ball Z, Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm do so well is because they do a good job of explaining the lore of the characters. You can go into the game not knowing anything about the anime and still has a general idea of what's happening. And being that this is Fairy Tale's first game, they did not do that. It literally just throws you into the world and assumes you know what's going on, what you're fighting for, who these characters are, and that's the biggest issue. How are newcomers to the franchise supposed to be excited about a game if they don't know who they're fighting for and why they should care about what's going on? This game has literally the worst introduction to characters I've ever seen in a JRPG. All you literally get is a name, a title, and that's about it. Who are these characters? Why does your face look like that? Who are you? Why are your breasts so big? What are these characters doing? This game is pretty much made for fans of the anime, which is usually good. You want games to be made with the fans in mind. However, that seems to be one of its biggest problems, is that it's just made for the fans. Newcomers alike are scratching their heads because we don't know what this world is offering or who's even in it. And for sure, this game isn't an original story, so you don't necessarily need to watch the entire anime to play this game and enjoy it, but Fairy Tale is not a 12-episode anime. It's not even a 2-season anime. Fairy Tale has over 300 episodes, and you're telling me for 300 episodes, all I get is a "hi, my name is," and that's it for a character? I'm gonna need some details. And that brings me to another issue I seem to have with this game, is just how lazily it's put together. You're thrown into the very beginning fighting a boss named Hades, and if you actually watch the anime, and I did a little of my research here, but this guy is supposedly really strong. He's destroying your characters, he's godly powerful, and your characters don't really seem to stand a chance. In the anime, it's portrayed that they're scared and they're worried about their safety. However, in the game, it just feels like a, no name, no really threat type of guy. You get hit a couple times, you hit him, and okay, well now he's defeated. Take this scene here, for instance. In the anime, Wendy is fighting Hades and she looks emotionally distraught. She's completely overwhelmed and she knows that she cannot defeat him. So she's scared. She's portrayed perfectly as someone who is terrified of what's going to happen next. However, if you take that same exact scene from the game, it almost looks comical. They couldn't even find the time to update her facial portrait to reflect what she's saying in the game. DLC seems to be another big problem for this game because as of right now, post-launch, this game has a season pass for $60, 3 costume packs, which are $40 each. And the worst part of it is that the costume packs aren't even included in the season pass. So you have to end up spending $120 on 3 different costumes, $60 for a season pass, $60 for the game, which means you spend over $250 for the full experience of this game. Look, I'm not trying to rag on this game and say it's terrible, because it's really not. It's pretty fun, actually. I mean, the battle system is your classic turn-based JRPG style, and you know, it's added the little grid battle system so you pick where your attacks go and you can choose which enemies you want to attack. It's pretty simple. You don't have to be a JRPG master to pick this one up and have fun, but that's the problem. It's just lackluster. It's just fun, and it could have been amazing. I honestly don't think this game is worth $60. In my opinion, I believe $40 is where this game should stand at. I think if this game released for $39.99, it would have did well and people would have had no complaints with it. But for $60, that's a bit steep. But hey, I mean, if you're having a good time with the game, good for you. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know about the things you like about the game, if you agree or disagree with my opinion. This isn't necessarily to tell you if a game is bad, but if it's worth $60, and in my opinion, I just don't think it's that. But hey, this is the first one, so they can only grow from here. Anyway, I've been Burger from Geeks in the City. I want to thank you guys for listening. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.